Hello my friends, welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today. I have these little letter molds here, and they are 4 inches. They're about the mid-size letter molds, and we're going to create in these today. Now I do have 2 more letters that go with this, but they had scratches in them and I had to send off and get some different ones. So I should have those probably, in a few days. But we're going to go ahead and create these. We're going to do Resincrete and resin. They're going to be half Resincrete and half resin. So let's go ahead and get the scales out, because the Resincrete must be weighed. And I have some colorants here, and we're going to choose the purple, and we're going to do like a marble. We're not gonna stir it up completely in the Resincrete. We're going to let it I'm going to stir it a little bit and let it marble. So let's turn this on, and got the cup up there, and I'm going to tear it out, which means clear the scale. And we're going to get 100 grams of this Resincrete. And I just leave this little wooden stick in my bag. I just seal it right on up in my bag. That way I'm not looking around for something to spoon it out all the time. Okay, that's like a couple over, no big deal. Let's go ahead and get the other cup up. I'm going to tear it out. And then we're going to go ahead and put 30 grams of water into the cup, because Resincrete is a 10-to-1. Okay, this is fine. We went a couple over on the Resincrete, so a couple over on the water, no big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop this out into my cup, and I'm not sure if it would have worked out better putting the water into the Resincrete, but I don't know, this is just the way I chose to do it. I just add a little bit to my cup and I stir so that I don't get a lot of clumps in my Resincrete. And this right here, what inspired me to do this right here was I was scrolling through YouTube, and all of a sudden it popped up on my screen, Let's Resin, and they were creating some letters with Resincrete and resin, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. So I whipped out my letters, and that's when I realized that 2 of the letters I wanted to use were scratched. I was so bummed out. So I immediately went and reordered 2 more, and I should have them in very soon, which I have them in now, but at the time I didn't. And 1 letter you won't get to see me create at all, but they're all created the same exact way, so you're really not missing anything. But I did keep them all in the mold until I got all of them in and all of them done, so we can demold them all together. Okay, now here is the E, and I should have done this first before I mixed the Resincrete. So don't do what I did. Do it the correct way. You should, before you mix your Resincrete, you should go ahead and put your clay inside of your letter. So that way you're saving time. So I'm just taking the clay and I'm just putting it in where I want it to bridge off the resin from the Resincrete. And I'm making sure I have it, you know, really tight in the, up there on the edges. Okay, and then I'm going to get the M and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I don't know why I opened this bag up right here. There's a big old piece sitting over there. I guess I just didn't think it was going to be enough. But I end up taking that, putting it together, and putting it in a bag and saving it. Okay, so now I have making my little bridge for the M. And the clay that I'm using is the air dry foam clay. And I purchased this pack off of Amazon. When I'm doing something like this, I like to use white or black clay. If it's a darker color, I'd use the black, and lighter color, I'd use the white. Okay, now I'm putting my coloring in the cup, and all I did was gave it 3 good stirs, or 4. And then I'm going to let it stay like that in the cup, so when I pour it will be marbled. Okay, and I have a little bit left over, so I have a tray here, and I'm going to go ahead and pour my extra into this little tray, because if I put it in the M, it's not going to be enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in this tray here, and then I'm going to use that for terrazzo chips. You know, for like a little terrazzo tray. And I'm going to push it to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and start on the M. And I've already weighed out the Resincrete in the water, and we're going to go ahead and put the Resincrete in the water and stir it up. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. I had me and my husband went and seen his grandmother yesterday. She lives 2 hours from us in an assisted living home. And we spent the day with her and took her out to lunch. And his cousin joined us. And we drove in her vehicle, and it was a Navigator. And oh my goodness, that thing was nice, y'all. It had... You get a massage in the seat. You can, you know, choose if you want a massage or not. Oh my goodness, I felt like I was in luxury, y'all. Oh, that thing was nice. It was a Lincoln Navigator, and yes, it was nice. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put in 2 drops of the purple colorant. And I just gave it a few little stirs. And I'm going to go ahead and pour it into the mold. I spilt a little bit, so I'm just cleaning that up right quick. I can't ever scoot by without spilling anything. Okay, got another little coaster out here, and I'm just going to pour the extra into it and let that, I'm going to use that as terrazzo chips as well. Okay, now I have let the clay set in there for about 15 minutes, and now we're going to go ahead and take the clay out. And I'm trying to be very gentle here because that Resincrete, it's not set up yet. So, and I do have it in a little bit of a fast mode here. So it looks like I'm going faster than I really am. But I was taking it really slow and being very careful. I just sped it up a bit because it would have taken a really long time had I, you know, just left it in regular mode as we watch it, because I was being very careful. And usually this clay comes right on out of here. I don't know why I had such a time with the E, but usually it just comes right on out of there. No problem. But, you know, sometimes things just want to give us a hard time. But you don't want to leave that clay in there too long, because if you do, you're really going to have a time getting it out. Okay, I'm going to push that up to the side, and then I really did the M before I hit record, but it was super easy to get that clay right out of there. Okay, now we are going to get ready to put our resin into our letters. So I spritzed the mold with some alcohol, and now I'm going in with the resin, and I am using Jdiction resin. And I did not use the bubble machine because I'm going to put these letters into my pressure pot. And I'm going to see how the Resincrete behaves in my pressure pot. I have no idea what it's going to do. So I was very curious about it. So we're going to go ahead and see what it does in the pressure pot. Now I have some flowers right here, and I'm going to go in with some of those. And I do have this sped up just a little bit. And then I chose some white ones to go in with the purple. And I'm just putting them in the white, then the purple, then the white, then the purple. And I'm just going to put this white one right here in this little section off of the E, because the purple won't fit there. It's a little bit too big. And I do have plans for this word here, but we're going to finish that off in another video. Okay, I'm going in with some of these little, they look like little purplish pink beads. They're very pretty. And I'm just going to drop a few off in here. And then put the rest back in my bottle. And then I'm going to grab some more beads here. And these are like a multicolored bead. It's like a white, a pink, and a purplish kind of. And I'm going to drop a few off in there of those. If I can get them in there. They're bouncing everywhere. Okay, and here's another letter that I finally got in. And I'm going to spritz some alcohol in the mold, and then I'm going in with some resin, and we're going to finish it off the same way we did the other two letters. So now I have an M, an E, and an N. Does anyone know what word I'm going to spell? There's one more letter missing. What could it be? Okay, I'm going to go in with the, I broke that little flower, but I'm going to do something with it here in a minute. I'm going to go in with that white one, and then we're going to grab us a purple flower. And then we're going to put another purple on the other side. And then we're going to finish it off with some white ones. And then I'm going to grab that one that I tore, and I'm going to cut it down the center. And then I'm going to scoot it up here into the corner. Right like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and drop in some of those multicolored beads. And I'm using my silicone tipped brush here to make sure that I am spreading them about into the mold, because I don't want them clumped up in there. I want them nice and spread out a bit. I'm just picking up the excess beads that dropped around it. Okay, now I'm going to finish it off with some of these pinkish purple beads. And guess what, you guys? I'm using my new mic. So how does it sound? Does it sound better? Can y'all let me know in the comment section? Am I sounding a lot clearer? I did a voiceover on this one because I just got my new mic in the mail, and I didn't have any audio in this this video. So I went ahead and done a voiceover. But this is my new mic. I'm going to use my heat gun, which I didn't need to use that. It's going in the pressure pot. I don't know why I did that. I guess just I'm used to it. And then I have some more resin here, and I'm going to go ahead and top the mold off because it didn't quite have enough. And then I decided to stop right there because I walked it to my pressure pot and finished pouring it there. Okay, now here's the letter you didn't see me. So now here's our last letter. Do you know what it spells? It is demold time. Here we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, I love it, love it, love it. It is so beautiful. Look at how the Resincrete done. It looks like mountains. It's so pretty. Now I'm going to dome the top of this. And here's our second letter. And I'm spelling the word out as I demold it. I love how this turned out. It is beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. I love how the flower's done in there. Some of them went in the middle, some of them went to the top, some of them, you know, stayed at the bottom. Just a perfect combination inside of there. Okay, and here's the E. And on the E, I done it a little bit different. The Resincrete's going to be at the top instead of the bottom. And I purposely done that because I wanted it to just flow like that when you put the word together. And here it is. Beautiful. It turned out so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Okay. Does anybody know what it spells? I bet you do now. Amen. And here's our last letter. These turned out so pretty. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like how it turned out? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. I love how that Resincrete done inside of there. It is so beautiful. But we have something else we're going to do with this. And I'm telling you right here, the E, I'm telling you that I've done that purposely. I wanted the Resincrete on the top of the E instead of the bottom, because that's just how I wanted it to flow when you put the word together. And I think it's beautiful. What do you think? I hope you like it. I hope this inspired someone. For those of you who stayed through the entire video, I have no words to express how grateful I am to have you here. I truly appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for allowing me to be part of it. I hope to see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye, my friends.